Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today let's watch all the videos here are not mine. Credits to the original owners.
I just hit the jackpot. This has got it. Back where random.
But while you stay there, your body stays in the room. The act doesn't take long, yet it feels like forever. After the man leaves, you lie still as the lamp burns down. You think about the fig Hatim gave you on the first day and how you took it without hesitating. And for some reason, you believe it to be the most expensive thing you've ever eaten. The next day, Hatim summons you. When you meet him, he gives you a fig. He tells you that you were a good bacha the day before. You flinch when you hear that. Bacha means boy. That's the polite translation. What it actually means in the courts and compounds of Ghaznavid, Afghanistan, is property that dances, a living ornament, a status symbol used to curry favor among the elites. You are Hatim's bacha. You are not the first. You will not be the last. 3 years pass as you turn 14. Over the years, Hatim has been displaying you to Ghazni the way a man displays imported silk.
And he's just
competitively,
11.
with one eye always on the room's reaction. Court officials request your company at their own gatherings. A senior northern commander sends Hatim a bolt of Chinese silk as gratitude. A merchant from Samarkand pays in gold coins that you never touch. Hatim's reputation rises in direct proportion to your beauty, and you receive no benefit. The assaults continue. The first 50 times, your mind goes somewhere else. The wheat field, the wind, your mother's voice. But while you stay there, your body stays in the room. The act doesn't take long, yet it feels like forever. After the man leaves, you lie still as the lamp burns down. You think about the fig Hatim gave you on the first day and how you took it without hesitating. And for some reason, you believe it to be the most expensive thing you've ever eaten. The next day, Hatim summons you. When you meet him, he gives you a fig. He tells you that you were a good bacha the day before. You flinch when you hear that. Bacha means boy. That's the polite translation. What it actually means in the courts and compounds.
I want to watch no more.
Day in the life of the king of curses. The second I wake up, the stupid woman starts nudging me. Despite my protests, she drags my ass out of bed because she's a bitch. Then the little shit starts carrying me like I'm some ragdoll to my own couch and gives me some little mini version of myself. Look at this room. So girly and over the top. At least it's my favorite color, though. She then starts petting me like I'm some dog and looks up her favorite tube-eater or whatever it's called and tells me to watch with her because it's apparently good to spend time together. Bullshit. I like Miku, though. She's nice. I get so bored I fall asleep, taking a nap for a few hours before deciding that I'm hungry, so I demand her to take me to the kitchen where she belongs to prepare some food for me. Of course, she chooses the more terrible excuse for food and starts making some absolute junk, but whatever. She later on carries me on her shoulder back to her girly-ass room, throws on her slippers before continuing to watch her videos. Stupid girl, always on her devices.
Hey, Sukuna, let me take Gato. Hey.
Leave Gato alone, woman.
Oh, don't be so stubborn. Just some little pets.
Gato stays here.
Okay, fine. You win, idiot.
Don't ask why I'm so protective of that tiny fat cat, Gato. Anyways, after that, the woman tells me to start playing this game called Roblox with her. Can't she play with her friends? Why me? First she tries to take Gato, then tells me what to do. This woman is really testing my boundaries. Of course she chooses the most childish games to play. What did I even expect? She starts showing me all her pets like I care.
Huh? Sukuna, what's wrong? Hey, I said...
Take it, woman, and don't look at me.
Aw, you're actually sweet for once. Take this.
Take it off.
No?
Stupid human.
Oh, lighten up. It was a joke.
After that embarrassing moment, she takes me to bed and tucks me in. One again slapping my head before I fall asleep. Good night. Day in the life of the king of...
I don't really care about that. I don't know. Maybe we do a little.
have everything. Don't worry, you'll get over Hero. Just try not to think about him, okay?
This is an automated message to remind you that Daru and Spring Break are still in love, and you're not. This message was brought to you by Spring Break. Don't be deceived. I accept the messenger. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Daru just wanted to do a little something to be the best. And that's it. Just like his feelings for you. What? Was it something I said? I hope so. Santa, have you seen Puka?
Yes, I tried to cheer her up, but nothing helped. So I put it to work. You wouldn't believe how much she saves me on electricity. Oh,
Hey, Ring Ring, where's Derek? Did he break up with you? No, he went shopping for me. That's how much he loves me. What? You want to marry me? So I won't be lonely like Puka? Okay. Puka? Are you okay?
Puka's foul mood is causing foul weather. Anyone can stop this.
Are you sure you want to be here, Puka?
So you, Tigray, take Kano to be yours.
I did.
And so you, Kano, take Ray to be your wife. Instead of Puka, who you don't like anymore.
Gary times two. What? Isn't it obvious? He's in his Puka!
Don't hurt me!
Dada! Now you try and trick me! Come on, Krabby Cakes. Let's finish the job!
I now pronounce myself God.
Not so, Fake. It's all they want now. What you gonna do about it? Come on!
Remind me never to make Puka mad.
Aww.
Zoom.
Come here, little one. Ouch! I definitely cannot show that on YouTube. So I thought it would be best to give her some alone time. She spent the entire night trying to escape. Now she's chewing on the bars, a terrible sign of stress. I was told this is the ideal hamster setup. Not anymore. I got a brand new tank, replaced her bedding with real soil, replaced her plastic house with a real log, and replaced her fake plants with some real ones. Since Karen is completely untamed, I thought the perfect home would be her natural habitat. But as much as I want to, I can't just drop her in here. She's been raised her whole life in a pet store, on artificial food, in an artificial home. Will she know how to dig, how to forage, how to hunt? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Well, to ease her into this new home, I built a 4-part obstacle course to test her survival skills. And her first obstacle will test her ability to dig. If she can tunnel from the top tube down to the bottom, then I'm confident she can burrow like her ancestors. Now, her next challenge will test her ability to forage. Come here, little one. Ouch! I definitely cannot show that on YouTube.
My jealous cousin slapped me at the courthouse gate, choked and cuffed me spitting, filthy animal, family disgrace. My dad just watched. 5 minutes later, he was stunned when he saw me sitting in the judge's chair. I never told my family I went to law school. I never told them I passed the bar. I never told them I spent 10 years working my way up until I became one of the youngest judges in the state. They didn't deserve to know anything about my life. Growing up, I was a family outcast. My mother died when I was 7, and my father remarried a woman who hated everything about me. She brought her own son into marriage, my cousin Dominic, and from that day forward, I became completely invisible. Every achievement I earned was dismissed. Every award I won was ignored. Every report card with straight A's was tossed aside, while Dominic's mediocre grades were celebrated like he won the Nobel Prize. Gate, choked and cuffed me spitting, filthy animal, family disgrace. My dad just watched. 5 minutes later, he was stunned when he saw me sitting in the judge's chair. I never told my family I went to law school. I never told them I passed the bar. I never told them I spent 10 years working my way up until I became one of the youngest judges in the state. They didn't deserve to know anything about my life. Growing up, I was the family outcast. My mother died when I was 7, and my father remarried a woman who hated everything about me. She brought her own son into the marriage, my cousin Dominic, and from that day forward, I became completely invisible. Every achievement I earned was dismissed. Every award I won was ignored. Every report card with straight A's was tossed aside, while Dominic's mediocre grades were celebrated like he won the Nobel Prize. When I got a full scholarship to college, my father said it was probably a clerical error. When I graduated top of my class, he didn't bother to attend. When I got accepted to law school, I stopped telling them anything at all. I moved across the state and built my life in silence. For 15 years, I had no contact with any of them. Then last month, I got a case file that made my blood run cold. Dominic was being charged with assault, fraud, and embezzlement. He had been running a fake charity stealing donations meant for disabled veterans. When a volunteer confronted him about missing funds, he beat her so badly she needed reconstructive surgery. The case was assigned to my courtroom. I should have recused myself, but any judge reviewing this case would see Dominic for exactly what he was. I wasn't going to treat him differently than any other defendant. On the morning of the hearing, I arrived early as always. I parked in the judge's lot and entered through the back. I stepped out the front to get coffee when I saw them, my father, my stepmother, and Dominic in an expensive suit looking smug as always. They didn't recognize me at first. 15 years changes a person. But then my stepmother squinted and her face twisted into that familiar sneer. Is that you? I didn't respond. I just stood there watching recognition spread across their faces. Dominic stepped forward with contempt in his eyes. The family disgrace finally shows her face. What are you doing here? Cleaning the bathrooms? Before I could respond, he slapped me hard across the face. My coffee went flying. Then his hands were around my throat squeezing while he spat at me. Filthy animal. Family disgrace. You should have stayed gone forever. Security hadn't noticed yet. My father just stood there watching with arms crossed. Not helping. Not intervening. Just watching like he always did while I suffered. A security guard finally rushed over and pulled Dominic off me. He cuffed him right there on the courthouse steps. Do you know who I am? Dominic screamed. I have a hearing in 10 minutes. My lawyer will have your badge. The guard looked at me with concern. Ma'am, are you all right? Do you need medical attention? I straightened my blouse and picked up my spilled coffee cup calmly. I'm fine. Please bring Mr. Dominic to courtroom 4. for. His hearing is about to begin. Dominic laughed. You think you're coming to watch? They don't let homeless people into courtrooms, sweetheart. I walked back and my jealous cousin slapped me at the courthouse gate, choked and cuffed me spitting, filthy animal, family disgrace. My dad just watched. 5 minutes later, he was stunned when he saw me sitting in the judge's chair. I never told my family I went to law school. I never told them I passed the bar. I never told them I spent 10 years working my way up until I became one of the youngest judges in the state. They didn't deserve to know anything about
What's the dumbest argument you've ever had in a comment section? I was scrolling through TikTok at 2 a.m. when I saw a video asking if cereal is soup. I commented, it's obviously not a soup. It's a separate category, and went to bed. Woke up to 47 replies. This one guy wrote an entire essay about how cereal fits the dictionary definition of soup. I replied, by that logic, a salad is also a soup. He lost it. Started pulling up sources, academic papers, food science studies. He was citing Merriam-Webster like we were in court. I couldn't let it slide. So I started matching his energy. Found my own source.
Scotch Rants is a manipulator and a liar. If you don't know who Scotch is, he is a smaller ranter known for his deep voice and for being friends with a lot of bigger creators in this ranting community. He'd always come onto lives acting friendly and chill. He was also one of my best friends, but behind the scenes, he was making moves on multiple girls at once, including me. Let's start from the beginning. Scotch told me he started liking me a few days before this message. He asked, God, do you like miss me? And I jokingly replied with yes. But the way he answered felt genuinely serious. After that, we started flirting more fast. During this time, I actually liked somebody else too. Somebody I'm keeping anonymous for now. Scotch and I even agreed to help each other get into relationships. He was talking to this girl named Randall, and I was talking to this anonymous guy. Eventually, me and Mr. Anonymous started dating. But Scotch kept pushing me. He'd constantly tell me how much he loved me, how much he cared for me, how much he didn't want to lose me. Eventually, after enough guilt tripping and emotional pressure, I started saying it back. It felt wrong the entire time. He knew this and called himself a selfish person. It seemed so morally wrong. I hated hiding it from people. I hated lying. But I didn't realize how emotionally manipulated I actually was until Scotch indirectly convinced me to break up with my boyfriend. I forced myself to believe AI allegations because of how much Scotch kept the love bombing me. After that, me and Scotch got way closer, to the point where he typed a message where I literally said, just hate me already. But something still felt off, and I want everybody to take note of this. Scotch always claimed he was busy, and that's why he took forever to respond, even though he used to respond instantly before. Meanwhile, I started realizing he was acting weird around certain people and hiding things. Yesterday, I found out why. I wasn't the only girl. I'm going to let the other girls speak up now.
Scotch and I met through Neon's brand lives and started playing Roblox together. Then we became mutuals on TikTok. After I posted my face reveal, he started making moves of me. At first, it felt like just simple chat, but over time it got way more serious, and I did not expect that. Eventually, he confessed his feelings to me. I told him that I wasn't ready for a relationship, but we continued to flirt anyways. Here's what we just got. One day, while I was getting ready for school, I said I couldn't find my bra, and this was his response. I wasn't comfortable with that kind of stuff, so I told him, and he immediately tried to play it off as a joke and apologize. But the sexual comments kept getting worse. I started saying he wanted to fuck me, spread my legs open, and a bunch of other disgusting things that I'd rather not say. I didn't even know how to react anymore. Sometimes I would just match the energy because I felt pressure and manipulated. At the same time, he possibly sent I miss you messages. However, he would weirdly avoid me in public. Whenever he went live with Jake or Jay and saw me in chat, he suddenly ended the live or avoid bringing me up. I tried to brush it off, which was stupid of me. That was until this morning when Jay came to me with their side of story and everything started to add up.
Me and Scott were best friends. At first, we were really close. He was comforting, and we would make flirty jokes that didn't bother me too much. But eventually, it felt like he was pulling away and ignoring me. Whenever I asked about it, he'd lie to my face and say nothing was wrong, that he cared about me. Meanwhile, he was distancing himself to talk to Randall and Jake, while also doing things with me too. Then, I found out he lied to Jake about our relationship. Later, we found out Randall was also a part of this. It hurt more than I could imagine.
While I met Scott was on lives, me and him started to become really good friends. I started talking to him. I started to post my face more often because I was trying to get more confident. But then he started to reply to my videos. He was like, wow, you look so pretty. Joking about making out with me, which made me uncomfortable. I didn't really say anything about it because I was his best friend, he said. And I really liked him as a friend. And I started to get a crush on him too because of how he was treating me. He also used to send a lot of pictures of himself, kind of like the ways and stuff in the way. And he used to fall asleep on call with me sometimes. I just call him 24/7. We just talked and had fun. But started to realize he low-key groomed me because he always wanted to your friend about that fun stuff and just always loved calling me pretty in all different ways. And he used used to like vent to me. Like, he tried not venting, but he always like complained about geology, and he always thought that I didn't really like him because of his voice, and always like joke around about his looks around me, which made me uncomfortable. He made me uncomfortable in so many ways.
We realized that Scotch had been lying to multiple girls at once, so I brought us all together and came up with my master plan. Randall and I pretended to have fake beef so Scotch wouldn't suspect anything. We both told him we hated each other and then started arguing publicly online to bait him into joining as a...
Bye-bye, guys.
And it worked.